good news from our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is doing wonderfully well. And the whole allegation that the Nigerian terrorist government brought against him, that they can't come and defend, he has been able to demolish Nigeria in court. He has been able to demolish Nigeria in the ongoing case, Simon Ekpa Njoku versus the federal government of Nigeria. Our Prime Minister has been able to demolish them, and we are very happy. And I should bring this before our very audience so that you will know that we are heading home indeed. Do you people see that there is this unusual quietness in Nigeria of recent? Nobody's talking about Simon Ekpa again. No news media, broadcasters is talking about Simon Ekpa again, because people like us are here to debunk their lies, debunk their, media propagandas, and that is why they cannot stand up again to come and tell you people falsehood. And I think the reason why this quietness is because the DPN, Dr. Ngozi has given the Nigerian government 60 days ultimatum to leave Biafran land. All of them, including the army, the police, the navy, every Nigerian military parastatals in the southeast must vacate before the 60 days ultimatum. If not, whatever you say, you take. Because our country is now a full flesh nation, and we are not scared to tell you, criminal government of Nigeria, how we feel about you people in our soil. And secondly, Musa should know that our land is now a sovereign nation. We do not want to see army on our checkpoint again. We don't want to see any Nigerian police on our checkpoints again. We want every of this institution to be removed completely from our soil. The 40 states of United States of Biafra is now a sovereign nation because we have all the documents that makes us to become a full-fledged nation. So I hear some of you and I see some of you writing rubbish comment on my section that we are online country. Don't worry. I think most of you don't know history. You need to go and study your history very well and see the countries that declared their country from exile and later they came back to take what rightfully belongs to them. And thirdly, I am here to sound this warning again on the people going about our markets to intimidate, assault, and harass our women, our mothers, our fathers, our uncles, and relatives, that they must open their shops on Monday. These people are the one paying for those shops. You people are not the one paying for the shops. So you have no right to go there and intimidate them. This should stop with immediate effect. If we catch anybody, and I repeat, if the government of the Biafran catches anybody intimidating or assaulting any of our citizens, we are going to deal with you ruthlessly. This is no longer the time we will come and then we will try to, sugarcoat words. We are not here to sugarcoat words. We don't owe any allegiance to anyone. The people we owe allegiance to is our people, the Biafrans in the whole of the southeast and the 40 states of Biafran states. So desist from it. Every Monday is sit at home. If you want Monday sit at home to stop, release Nnamdi Kanu today and it will die a natural cause, a death. So please desist from doing that. If you are such a person, if they've given you money, please return their money to them. They are illegitimate. The governors, House of Senate, House of Rep, anybody that is involved in this kind of evil should desist. They are all illegitimate. If you want to put your life on the line, then you can come and keep threatening our mothers. Once you have been spotted, then you will know that we mean business. We are not here to threaten anyone. We are telling you before it starts happening. Secondly, the 60 days ultimatum stands from the Deputy Prime Minister. giving the Nigerian government 60 days ultimatum to leave our land. Anything that belongs to them, any institution, it still stands until they comply. Comply. If they don't comply, then they should wait after 60 days and see what is going to become of their fate. Again, Biafrans, like I said before, our Prime Minister is demolishing Nigerian government, the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom in court. He's really dealing with them, and they cannot come to defend what allegations they brought against our Prime Minister. They cannot come. And I laugh at those people, those bloggers, those evil TV broadcasters that are saying that, oh, Simon Ekpa will be extradited in February to Nigeria, that they have solid information. Disregard all those things. They don't know what they are talking. They are talking rubbish. They are talking rubbish, and this is a misinformation about our Prime Minister. Thank you so much, Biafrans. Believe that we're heading home. May God bless you guys, and stay blessed. I will see you in my next video.
I grew up bilingual, as did almost all the people I grew up with. We spoke both English and Igbo at home. Sometimes we spoke both English and Igbo in the same sentence. But we were not allowed to speak Igbo in school. It was called, with a derogatory tone, speaking in the vernacular. Even the word vernacular was wrapped in shame. I look back now at the absurdity of it, and also the great sadness of it. How colonialism's most insidious legacy is its ability to make you denigrate that which is yours. My Nigerian education was exclusively in English. Today, I cannot make a philosophical argument in Igbo because my education did not give me the tools. And it fills me with a sense of sadness to know that Igbo for me will always be the language of informality. And so to use Igbo bits in my novel was to show the texture of my world, a world of two languages. I believed it was important to the integrity of my fiction, and perhaps I wanted also to make a political and emotional claim that both languages belong to me, that both languages are fully mine. My father spoke Igbo beautifully. His Igbo was not anglicized like mine, and he didn't throw in English words as my siblings and I did. He was a radiant storyteller. He told stories mostly of his childhood, so often through the years that I came to know the stories myself, and I would sometimes remind him of a detail he had omitted from a previous version. Through my father's storytelling, my grandfather, who died in Biafra during the war, came alive, as did my great-grandmother, a fierce woman who was called a troublemaker. And it is said in my family that I am a reincarnation of her. In those stories my father told, I loved the anecdotes, the proverbs, the wit, the humor. And I would soak them all up, absorb them, store them, and I began to feel a distinct sense of pride about the Igbo culture from which I came. Pride that I came from a wise and humorous and enterprising and just people.
Our Chief of Staff, Ngozi Orabueze, don't blow hot and ordered the Nigerian security forces, both the army, the navy, the police, to vacate the sovereign state of Biafra immediately. Agumwai has spoken. Oh, Ebenin is shaking now. Okay, she made this post just few hours ago, alleging the buying Biafrans and the destruction of properties being carried out by Musa men, the Nigeria security forces. They said this is what the Nigerian news Gota media now are carrying everywhere now. The Simon-led United States of Biafra has demanded that the Nigerian police, military, and non-state actors vacate the southeast region, parts of the south-south, and other territories it claimed as its own. This comes amid reports by the human rights organization International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law Inter-Society that at least 180 people were alleged in Southeast by security agencies and non-state actors between December 2024 and January 2025. The report is yet to receive a response from either the police or the military. In a statement posted on X on Friday, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, known as Ekpa's deputy. Una hear am very well. Nigerian government know Dr. Orabueze as second in command of Prime Minister. They didn't say Ogunkere. They didn't call Sona Barewa. Nobody else they called except TOS Ngozi Orabueze, known as Ekpa's deputy, said the decision followed the passage of 11 bills proposed by the Biafran group in a virtual meeting held on Thursday, 30th January 2025. According to her, the bills include the Constitutional Bill, a tax bill for oil companies and foreign businesses, a voluntary tax bill for businesses owners, a bill to prohibit all non-state actors within its territory, and a bill for the defense of its territories. Orabueze, who has been acting on Simon's behalf since his detention, stated that the cabinet she is leading also passes the conscription bill, the printing and circulating of currency bill, the international passport and driving license bill, the solution of the Biafran Republic government cabinet bill, and the bill to adopt USB official addresses. According to Orabueze, the implementation of this bill is necessary for the progress of Biafra. The decision marks a turning point in the history of the United States of Biafra. In perspective, the bill's mandate that the administrator of the 40 states be called governors, while head of departments become commissioners. For instance, we now have the governor of the state of Onhuku, the prohibition mandate, the immediate cessation and the withdrawal of Nigerian military and the police from the 40 states, Orabueze claimed. She stated that over 120 cabinet members, including 140 state administrators, departmental secretaries, head of country liaison, and the other cabinet officials attended the virtual meeting. Daily Post recalled that Ekpa has been detained by Finnish government since November 2024. So this is the proposal bill that was passed by our Chief of Staff, Ngozi Orabueze, giving the Nigerian security forces notice to vacate the sovereign state of United States of Biafra, and other things that she proposed. She said here, which is very, very good. You see, this woman is not scared at all. Jesus Christ, she's not scared though. Oh my God. She's not acting like our real prime minister, like our prime minister Simon Ekpa. Oh my God. That's why I call this woman Iron Lady. Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher of Biafra. Chai! She has demanded the Nigerian government, their military, their police, their whatever, to leave Biafra land immediately. Or else, what will be coming to them is something that they will not be expecting. So they must evacuate the Biafra land because of the alleged, not even alleged, they say it's alleged. It's there, there's nothing like allegation. It's true because of the buying that the Nigerian army, Zoo army, has been committing in Biafra land. So they must leave Biafra land immediately. Let us go to, because I like to read comment section, let us go to comment session and see what how people reacted to this news coming from COS, Ngozi Orabueze. Now, this one, if he said, yes, let them vacate Biafra land because Biafra is now a nation of its own. Let the Nigerian military and police leave Biafra alone. Okay? SMMG said, exactly, because Nigeria is occupying Biafran territory now. Another one, Chase Saram, said, a welcome development from the USBG. Biafra is a nation now. It is high time all of them leave Biafra land. Peter said, it is a must because this is a country that we are talking about. They need to vacate just for their own good. As Sir Williams Daddy said, the zoo is getting the point now. Biafra man said, if M23 could achieve it, then Biafra can also achieve that. Okay, that's what he trained. Ikedia one said, Agumwai, carry go, we are behind you. Simon Ekpa, Biafran source, said, loud and clear, there is no going back. Leave the territory now, or we make you leave, period. Wow. Fire for Fire said, total cleanup have started. If you get here, hear it now. Nwachi Nemere said, yes, there are illegal occupiers. Okay, my people, we've heard it. How Biafrans reacted and showing support to our COS and demanding the immediate, the Nigerian government to leave Biafra land immediately.
They don't behave like human beings. And I tell you that the Islamisation agenda that has been many years ago is what Fulani has come to fulfill in another man's administration, because such man is a follower of Fulani. That is Tinubu. Tinubu is a follower of Fulani now. That's why Fulanis are making all manner of comments, hate comments, calling Igbo man terrorists, calling Nnamdi Kanu terrorists. The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to prescribe a group that United Nations has certified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been prescribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. Tell you that Tinubu government is a coward government. Why? The way he operates and runs his government indicates how far he has gone to hate Igbo man. Let Tinubu not think say maybe all this thing when they do say Igbo man no they see am. Tinubu hate Igbo man now with passion. And this current prescription is a prescription out of cowardice. Why? If you want to prescribe Igbo man as a terrorist, you go to Enugu High Court. Appeal court, you dey Umuahia. Appeal court, dey Enugu. Tinubu government go Abuja because of cowardice. He go prescribe it. It is not a court of competent jurisdiction, because the right jurisdiction where a court has the infantry, the prerogative to rule against IPOB to be in the southeastern Nigeria. The jurisdiction from where the offenses have been committed, the land, the setting, the plotting is in Igbo land. So this is a coward ruling. The chief judge himself doesn't have certificate. The chief judge himself is not a certified chief judge that went through law school. He cannot be well attested to his law certificate. Ask me why.
How did you become a judge?
Now, Alocalia now. You know the reason why it's Alocalia? The ruling was just unannounced. It's a kangaroo court.
Everybody was shocked.
Everybody was shocked because it's a kangaroo now. It's a kangaroo court. So that man is a Fulani man. I mean, the presiding chief judge is a Fulani man. The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to prescribe a group that United Nations has testified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been prescribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. And we are pointing accusing finger to IPOB. IPOB is operating freely in Colombia, Washington, District of Columbia, in California, New York, everywhere. IPOB are operating, agitating for their freedom. And the American system has never ever seen them or believe that group is not a freedom fighting group. They are fighting for their freedom. Fulani is bent on destroying Igbo man. But do you know what? We are not checking. The Igbo man you are talking about is still Giribam there, standing on his right, waiting for the escalation that is coming. This thing can't be so easy because they are not looking at it from the angle where we the Igbos are looking at it. Fulani is looking at it at the angle of Islamization. Igbo man is looking at it at the angle of what? Escalation of another pogrom. Because the one of 1967 to 70 is not enough for the ruthless, stubborn men from Futajelo Island, led by Ottoman Danfodio 200 years ago. They actually believe that Igbo land is their forefathers, their ancestors' estates. But we are telling them that if you have prescribed IPOB and the Tinubu administration accepted it, Obi is a terrorist. Ngozi Okonjo is a terrorist. I myself, Raf Mbechi, analyzing here as an analyst, I'm a terrorist. Because what it means is indigenous, meaning the land of the people.
They don't know meaning of IPOB.
Then people living on that land of Biafra. Biafra is Ojuku, Bianca, Gowon, Ekweremade. We are all Biafrans. It means that chief judge is a blind man. He's not only a blind man, he's a man that has lacked and lost his senses. What I'm saying here, I'm saying something against a man that called me and my kinsmen, a man that said I and my kinsmen are terrorists. So what I'm trying to say is that when you prescribe IPOB, don't forget that you have many IPOB in Tinubu administration. Tinubu will have shame upon himself if he allows Dave Umahi to continue with his good work. No, but it's open. It's an open stage of opinion. Anybody can put his opinion. I don't really understand. It means that Dave Umahi, Minister of Work, Abi, is a terrorist now. Dave Umahi is from southeastern Nigeria. He's an Igbo man. He's a terrorist. The Director General of the WTO, World Trading Center, in New York, she's an Igbo woman. She's a Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Metaphorically, is a terrorist. Listen and listen good though. Chimamanda Adichie, that girl that wrote Half Yellow of the Sun, is a terrorist. Blessed memory, Chinuba Achebe, a terrorist. The author of Things Fall Apart. So people that are rearing animals across West Africa, they have begun to behave like animals. And it has entered their mental ability, change it into animal instincts. The kind of instinct the Fulanis have is animal instinct orientation. They don't behave like human beings. And I tell you that the Islamization agenda that has been many years ago is what Fulani has come to fulfill in another man's administration, because such man is a follower of Fulani. That is Tinubu. Tinubu is a follower of Fulani now. That's why Fulanis are making all manner of comments, hate comments, calling Igbo man terrorists, calling Nnamdi Kanu terrorists. proscribing the entire race of Igbos terrorists, and Tinubu is looking at that kind of fake judgment. Shame upon this administration, shame upon all the handlers of public office agencies in Nigeria for allowing a visitor to come in Nigeria, overwhelm us, brainwash us, scratch our heads, our visitor. And today, we the owners of the land are the highest mugulis. Fulani is calling us mugu, and we just they look them as if say we don't know what thing they do.
Okay. I've seen a lot of Igbos react as regards this. They said, you know, if the terrorists, terrorists can be forgiven, the Boko Harams can be forgiven and reintegrated into the army and sent to different regions, why is it that Nnamdi Kanu that has not killed even a single fowl cannot be forgiven and let go? And even yesterday we saw, 5 farmers killed in Ondo. What's your take as regards?
5 farmers killed in Ondo State. We are sorry for the families. Our hearts are with their families right now. I wonder what those families are going through. Then again, I'm sending my message to the blind politicians of that state that are denying the attack by terrorists at St. Augustine Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State. They deny it that they are not terrorists. Akeredolu deny it that those people are not terrorists. May his soul rest in peace. They are terrorists. They came to Islamize southwestern Nigeria. They are the ones who are questioning for Sharia court, Sharia law, and Hijba police. That's Sharia police, Hijba, to take over the southwest. That all the Muslim-dominated community in Yoruba land should start operating Sharia law. That is a law instruction from one kind man where they rule one kind community in one kind state called Sokoto State.